Greetings everybody, my name is Crims, hope you're all having a fantastic day. Today is December 1st, so it's time for us to continue with our monthly review vlog, this time for November. And it's been quite an eventful month, I would say, so let's jump right into it. So on November 20th, 2009, I started my official Let's Play and commentary career on the internet, under the name Let's Play Crimson AE. But it was actually the beginning of that year when I started, and that was on a channel called Rapples Maniac, which you can check out right here. Here we go. This is the first channel I made to try out commentary, and obviously it was quite anonymous from me because I was calling myself John. I was filming with a camcorder, and I made it in double speed so my voice was high pitched. And it was all just to try out how it feels to play a game and talk at the same time. And I found that it was very entertaining and enjoyable for myself. I had no idea whatsoever that people would actually, watch it. It opened up my eyes to, hey, this is some kind of content I could try to do. And so what we did later in November 20th of 2009 was to start up this channel called Let's Play Crimson AE. So it was my first official secondary channel, because the main Crimson AE channel was for Guitar Hero and music videos. And so this was my secondary channel, Let's Play Crimson AE, and that started in November 20th of 2009. And it lasted for 3 years until it got taken down due to inappropriate content, specifically the Silent Hill 4 Part 2 stream. And so I've kind of learned my lesson there. The commentary back then was quite unhinged, I would say. Colorful. It was all a joke. Nothing was meant to be taken seriously. I was just using it as an outlet to have fun. And it was fun, but sometimes I may have gone too far with some of the commentary bits. So it was way more unhinged back then. So I started up the next channel, which was originally called Crimson Commentary, but then we changed it to King Crims. And that channel started one day after the other channel got taken down. And so I had to re-upload whatever I had saved. Most of those commentaries from that Let's Play Crimson AE channel was lost forever, because I did not have any backups. So that's another lesson I learned the hard way. And that makes me a little bit sad, because one of the main reasons I do these videos when I play games and talk over them is to have them as a diary, to look back to certain points in time. So it does hurt a bit to not have those original Let's Plays there. There are of course some excerpts here and there from highlight videos, so they will always be around from now on. But those complete series from back then are not available anymore.
Hello everyone, and welcome to my very first Let's Play. And the game is Castlevania for the N64.
So on this channel I focused mostly on classic Let's Plays. You record them offline and then you upload them into 15-minute parts on the channel. And then occasionally I did some live streams on different sites, everything from livestream.com to Twitch, and then YouTube, Hitbox. I've tried many different sites. Today it's strictly on Twitch. And around 2012, that's when I started to stream a little bit more. And one of my favorite moments from way back then was from the Eternal Darkness stream. And that was recorded in April 6th, 2012. And that's the stream where I drew Aceback, one of my wonderful friends who has been there throughout this entire journey. And if we go to the Discord channel, you can see that he is still using this thing I drew live on stream. He is still using it as his profile picture on many different places. So if we go down to Aceback here, you can see profile. He's still using it. And so that warms my heart so much. So that's a little bit of a tangent, of course, but I really appreciate it, man. Thank you so much for being here through all these years. Fast forward 9 years to the end of 2021, and I decided to try full-time content creating, because everything up to that point, everything from 2006, when I started making all kinds of different videos, mostly Guitar Hero and music related, up to 2021, it's always been like a hobby. It's always been inconsistent whenever I feel like it, and that's why the growth has been quite slow compared to most channels. But I was always more or less fine with that, because I knew I was inconsistent, so I can't really expect much. But then I decided at the end of 2021 that I'm gonna try a full year of full-time content creating while I was waiting or looking for my next job or education. And so I made this vlog here, becoming a full-time content creator. So I highly suggest you check out that video if you haven't already. And also we celebrated the 12-year anniversary of commentary last year. And in this video, I guess we're celebrating 13 years. But we're not gonna do it in a highlight way as we did in that video. But check it out, there are some good highlights there, I'd say. And then on December 31st of 2021, we streamed on New Year itself, right into midnight, as you can see right here on the countdown. And right there, 2022 began, as you know, in a stream. So I'm gonna do that this year as well. And since then, we have streamed a lot. Most of my focus has been on the Twitch streams. Secondary would be the YouTube channel, edited videos, scripted, of the sort. Because I've always loved the interaction and the commentary style of just playing through games and hanging out with chat. And as you can see here in this list, we have streamed many different types of games. And I say full-time, and I guess the definition would be like 40 hours a week. And I don't specifically stream 40 hours a week most weeks, but if you count all of the offline things, the maintenance, the preparations, the editing, and of course I have made some big edited videos for the main channel, I think we have quite easily reached 40 hours every week of this year. And I have to say, as someone who has been very inconsistent since 2006 with making content, it feels amazing. And I have to say, I'm very proud of myself to have been so consistent for almost a full year now. It makes me really happy. I can't stress it enough. Most of it is, of course, on the streams themselves. So that's all of them. And if you haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe to the Archives channel so you can see all of these VODs in case you are curious about what we're streaming, what I've played. There is a ton of content here. And that makes me happy to see as well, because if you look at the number of hours in terms of content in a year, this year just crushes everything I've done up to this point. In terms of commentary, of course. I used to do these offline Let's Plays with 15-minute parts, you know, recording a session here and there, maybe two times a week. That's the equivalent of, what would it be? I don't know, like 2 or 3 hours a week of commentary. Now it's like 5 hours a day, it feels like, or 4 hours. It varies, of course. So it's great, and I really can't thank you all enough for, you know, being there, for supporting, for hanging out. And if I'm able to make anyone's day just a little bit better, you know, maybe give a smile or a little chuckle, it's so rewarding, you have no idea. And here we have Ace back again, the thing I drew. So it will always, you know, stick around. Alright, so let's take a closer look at the games we have played throughout November. And I believe it starts right here with Left 4 Dead 2 and Heroes of the Storm. Swedish gaming stream number 23. And then way up to the latest video. And we'll just talk briefly about, you know, the month and the games we have played and what we can expect coming up. So I think the most unique thing is the Genshin Impact sponsor that I tried out. I was asking my community if we should try this, because I was asked by Stream Elements to do it. And so we did 2 sponsored streams where I played the game and I show it to everyone. And I honestly had a lot to say about the games. It wasn't, strictly for the money. I was honestly interested in the world and the game before that, and I've listened to the music for a long time now. Genshin Impact has over 500 music tracks, and I listen to them on a weekly basis, and I've done so for a long time now. So yeah, check out some of those streams if you want to know more about my relation to Genshin Impact. I guess you should check out the first video where I talk about it at great length in the beginning. But then we continued with Sonic 06. That was my 500 follower goal. So once we reached that, I was gonna stream Sonic 06 again, and we did. And I realized that it wasn't the worst game of all time that I've played, but it's probably the second worst. The worst game of all time for me right now would be Silent Hill Downpour that we streamed shortly prior. And as I said, if you want more info as to why I think this, check out the VODs and the credits. That's usually where I do my summary, my thoughts and everything regarding the games. And now the next goal is, as you can see right here, once we reach 555 followers, we're gonna stream Sonic 06 again and do Shadows campaign. And then we continued with some Bayonetta 3 and finished that up shortly after. And that was a fun game despite the game's performance issues. I had a lot of fun with it. Played some more Swedish Gaming Chill. And then we had a big stream, a really big stream for me. It is the Silent Hill 4 10th anniversary. So just to bring you up to speed, 10 years ago in November of 2012, I streamed Silent Hill 4 The Room for the first time, blind. And it ended up being my favorite stream I've ever done. Still to this day, I think. And it's a very personal... there's a personal reason for that, how my life was and how my life changed shortly after. That stream and that time in my life means a lot to me. And so every time I listen to that original Silent Hill 4 stream, it takes me back to it, and it fills me with a lot of positive emotions. So I decided to stream the game again 5 years later, which we did in 2017, November. We streamed Silent Hill 4. And then I was going to do it again. So every 5 years I stream Silent Hill 4 to honor and, tribute. But this time I had my dear friend Duri with me, so she could experience the game for the first time while I was there as the old wise guy who had played it many times. And I've also done speedruns on the game, and I had a world record in 2013. But yeah, it was a wonderful stream. Lots of things to talk about, many laughs, and chat was amazing. And as you can see on the thumbnail, it was also on my birthday. I turned 30 years old, November 5th this year, and we decided to stream together on that day. And so we celebrated it together with chat, and then I celebrated it with my family a couple of days later. You can see my expression right here on the thumbnail. That's how it felt. So a huge thanks to everyone who was there on that stream and who supported and subscribed and all that. It was great. I will always look upon this stream, in a bright light, for lack of better words. And I also think the thumbnail is kind of fun because there are so many small details about it. First off, we have 30 years on me and then 10 years on Duri. And it kind of, in a way, abstractly symbolizes not the age difference, but the new generation of gamers with the old one. And we have Sans in the background because shortly after, my birthday present from Duri was to play Silent Hill HD collection. And as you can see in the thumbnail, one of the biggest jokes we make about the collection is that the Silent Hill Ranch text sign has been changed to Comic Sans. And so this was kind of like a foreboding message right there that Sans is highlighted. He will arrive soon. And he did 2 days later. So that's a nice little detail. And then we have the halo of the sun. And you can't, of course, see the entire image right now, but it's a circle. And inside the circle are 3 other circles. And from what I know, they symbolize past, future, and present. And I believe the bottom right circle symbolizes future. And so that's why we have the future circle visible right there. Because it's 10 years later since I played Silent Hill 4, so it's in the future. So yeah, it's a nice thumbnail and a beautiful stream. And the cake is a lie, you know, the portal cake. We never had any cake. We had a sandwich cake a little bit later, but not a cake like that. So it was a lie. And then we continued, so we streamed the whole game in 2 streams. It was very fun. And then Silent Hill HD Collection. It was a short and kind of a rushed stream because Jury had to head back home. So we only played it for 2 hours. And I think we're gonna play it again soon. Or I will stream it on my own. I have it. Unfortunately, I have the HD Collection on my shelf behind me. And if you want to know more about my thoughts and feelings about the Silent Hill HD Collection, check out that stream. Because I think I explained it pretty well there. And so we finished off Bayonetta 3, we continued with Mario & Rabbids Sparks of Hope, a great game. You know, I would say it's a contender for Game of the Year for me. And once again, if you want more thoughts and feelings, check out the credits section of Part 8, I believe. Or is it Part 7? Yeah, it's Part 7. So, yeah, I kind of do my summary there in the credits of Part 7, so check it out. And then we went back to Shantae. We played, let's see, we started off with Half Genie Hero from 2016. And then I went back and played the first one on Game Boy, 2002. And then we took a little break from Shantae. And we came back in November and we played the second game in the series, which was Risky's Revenge. Played that in 1 stream, so it was quite short, but enjoyable. And then we head into the third game, which is Pirate's Curse. Played that for a couple of streams, and then we revisited Half Genie Hero and did the DLC, which is Pirate Queen's Quest and Friends to the End. We did those in 1 stream, respectively. I have a lot to say about Shantae, but I don't know if I'm gonna say anything here. But it has grown on me a lot. I love like the games, the core aspect of the games. You know, I grew up with Zelda and Metroid and games like that, so Shantae is a beautiful mix of those games, I would say. And then we did some more one-off games. We had Dear Esther, Last Day of June, Shady Part of Me, all of those games in 1 stream each. Same thing with Kirby Superstar. And then we started our latest series that's still ongoing. It's Super Paper Mario for the Wii. And I'm gonna stream the last part, I assume, right after filming this video. So part 5 is coming out later, but part 6 is gonna be streamed today after this is done. So that's what November looked like. It's been a great month overall, but I have to say, unfortunately, around this part, around, let's see, November 18th, I think it is, 20th, the month took a dark turn for me. There's been a lot of anxiety and a lot of temporary changes to my routines. And yeah, not too many things I would like to go into detail, but it has affected me quite negatively. And the biggest problem would be a headache that's been there for like a month, and then tinnitus that's been growing. And around these streams, around here, November 20th, it got pretty bad. You know, I had a constant ringing in my ear, and I had a headache, and it gave me a lot of anxiety. I had a hard time sleeping. It was not a good time. And I think that gets reflected a little bit in the streams. And I know I shouldn't apologize for that, but it didn't feel that good to stream when I was that weighed down. But I still wanted to stream, you know? It was a good distraction, and I still enjoyed it. And I hope people did too. And it was fun to play these games. But it was a stressful period around here. But it has been better recently. I started acupuncture. So I have done 2 sessions right now. Tomorrow I'm gonna do my 3rd session. And I would have to say that after a week, it has been better, you know? My neck muscles and shoulder muscles have been a little bit better. They were very tensed up and stiff recently. And I think it's mostly due to the way I play games. You know, I tense up when I concentrate, and I really go 120% into it for the most part. And so I think that took its toll on my muscles, which in turn affected my muscles in the head, which also gave me tinnitus. That's what we're thinking right now. And I think that's definitely the case because it's been better since I took it more easy and since I started with the acupuncture. So, yeah, that's November. And we're gonna finish off Super Paper Mario very soon. And with that, let's check out what's up for December. So here is my backlogged schedule page for games I'm gonna stream. And it's not completely in order. It's, estimate, but you shouldn't bet on it, as it says right here. So right now we're doing Super Paper Mario. And after that we're gonna check out some Peggle, because my friend Fancy Yoshi bought it to me on Steam. We're gonna check out Witch's House and Zelda Minish Cap. A lot of these games have been on my backlog for quite some time, especially Minish Cap, you know. I'm a huge Zelda fan since like 27 years back or 28 years back. So, and I never played Minish Cap, so that's a big one for me. And then, as I mentioned before about the streaming on New Year's Eve, we're gonna do the same thing this year. I'm gonna stream into the next year. And I've decided that it's gonna be Shantae, the last game in the series for now. I'm really looking forward to it. And then we're gonna check out Death Smiles 1 and 2. 1 I did play quite a bit on Xbox 360. I still have my copy behind me, deluxe edition and everything. And I really enjoyed it. It's a bullet hell game made by Cave. And the second game was exclusive to Japan, I believe, for quite some time. And now recently they released both games as one on PC, PlayStation 4 and so on. So we're gonna revisit Death Smiles 1 and then play the second game for the first time. So that's gonna be great. And then Omori, which is the game I've done the most commentary on ever. Like, it's not even close. I've done roughly 160 hours of commentary estimate. Not exactly sure, but it's a huge number of hours I've done commentary on Omori. And Omori has become my favorite game of all time. But although it's still very close to Silent Hill 2. So it's been growing, you know, it's been skyrocketing through my top games list. But it's up there now, contending with Silent Hill 2 for me. But it might be my favorite game of all time. And the game is turning 2 years old on December 25th, I believe. And we're gonna do an anniversary playthrough, and I'm also gonna try a self-imposed or improvised challenge, which is low-level / pacifist challenge, which means we're gonna try to beat the game by being as low level as possible and defeat as few enemies as possible. And I've never checked it out. I don't know how it's gonna work. It's only an idea. And we'll try it out live on its anniversary. And I also think I'm gonna do some kind of giveaway, which I did last time when the game came out on Nintendo Switch. So people who tune into the stream, they can win like a free copy of the game on Steam by, being there and checking out the stream. So I think these are the games we're gonna play in December. It depends on how long we spend on each. But yeah, I'd say these 10 games. Sonic is just a continuation. We're gonna play through all of the games chronologically. And the next one after Sonic 06 is Secret Rings. And then we have Alice Madison Returns on PC. Also a game that's been on my backlog for a long time. And Inscription I got recommended to me by Dury. And so I bought the game now on sale. And yeah, can't wait to check it out. It looks like a psychological indie game. So I'm already sold right there. So yeah, it should be fun. All right, let's take a look at some recaps for November. So we have streamed for a total of 5 days and 11 hours in November. The most used emote was Narokath Hype. And this one was originally drawn by Hyper, another Swedish streamer who lives nearby. So, big thanks for drawing the original one, and then we tuned it up a little bit. And then we have Mari, or Narokath Happy, and then my brother Ultimate, who has been on the streams for a couple of times. he is the laughing emote on the channel. So just a quick explanation. So on Twitch, you can subscribe to channels to get ad-free viewing, but you also get a bunch of emotes that you can use anywhere on the platform, and they are specific to each channel. So on my channel, we have a bunch of custom emotes, and these are the top 3 right now. In total, chat has sent 11,000 messages in November, and that is just insane. I guess it includes some bot messages here and there, but that's just crazy that over 11,000 messages has appeared on the side here when I'm playing and I'm reading it in real time. That's crazy. Like, if someone would ask me without looking at this number, I would guess around 4,000. Like, I can't really grasp that it's been this many messages in the chat, but people do like to spam sometimes, so yeah, 11,000 messages. Thank you all. Like, every single one of those messages. Thank you. And we have streamed 28 times, so we usually take a break on Sundays, so 6 days a week. And this looks to be, looks to be right. 28, and it's December 1st now. So yeah, we're following it, we're being consistent. That makes me happy. And as a streamer, you're automatically subscribed to yourself. But the way you can look at this number is that it has been 49 months since I became a Twitch affiliate. An affiliate is like the first step into becoming a Twitch partner, so you can kind of make a living on streaming. We're not close yet, but we're getting there, maybe. And then we have the top clips for November, and I don't know if we're gonna check them out, because most of these clips that are made by the viewers will get included in the viewer clips series, which is part of this main YouTube channel. I make these collections of clips that my viewers make. So you will see these in the upcoming Viewer Clips Volume 9. So now we're gonna take a look at Twitch Tracker, which is a third-party site for Twitch, but it's very good because it gives you a lot of statistics that Twitch does not offer you in the same light, I would say. We have streamed 132 hours, which is a little bit less than October. And that's not unusual or surprising, because November has been quite unstable in comparison for me personally in life. We gained 14 followers, which is 9 less than previous month. And we had 13.4 average viewers, which is also a little bit less. So overall, the performance of November has been a little bit worse. But October was a fantastic month itself, so it's kind of hard to top that for me. But we did get a new peak in viewers, 28. And I think that was after a raid by Emily. I'm not sure if that was in October or November, but this is after a raid. So we had a peak of 28 viewers at the same time. And we have streamed 18 different games, which is one more than we did in Spooktober. And in total, people have watched the stream, or had it on at least, for 1,700 hours, which is also less than the previous month. But still, I would say, when I look at this number, it's like, wow, that's crazy to me. I know that not all of those hours are actively listened to. A lot of people have the stream on the side, maybe they mute it for a bit or whatever, just to support the stream. And that is, I'm very grateful for that, of course, because it supports the channel a lot. But I would say at least 1,000, maybe 1,000 hours of people listening to the stream. It's crazy. It really is. And we were active on 26 days out of 30. Yeah. Total hours streamed. Is this... oh, okay, this is total. I was like, I have not streamed that many hours in November. But wow, in total of this Twitch channel, keep that in mind, because I have streamed on many different platforms. So only counting the Twitch channel, which only became active this year, consistently, we have streamed for almost 1,800 hours. Wow. And then on the day of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate's release, we had highest recorded number of concurrent viewers, because I got the game one day early, and so I streamed it That was a crazy stream to me, and that one is still available. Not on the Archives channel, but in the playlist, in the live stream playlist, you can still find it. Or in the Smash Brothers playlist. So yeah, that's how it looked in November. Hell yeah. And if we go down a little bit here, we can see that it's using a ranking system. And right now we're sitting at top 1.2% of Twitch. Now that might not be that much really, because Twitch is overflowing with the bots and people who don't stream, of course, you know, viewers. Everyone has their own account, even if they don't stream. Yeah, so it's not a huge number, but my goal would be to be top 1% soon, I guess. I don't know how much it matters, but it's fun to see. And we can see here the most streamed games. I was kind of surprised to see Heroes of the Storm here, because that's like a chill thing we do once a week, maybe once every other week. And I play with Marcus and Pierre and maybe someone else. But yeah, we have reached over 100 hours of Heroes streams. And then we have a lot of Smash and Omori. You see, this is the streaming. That's like 70 hours, and it's going to be more soon with the 2nd anniversary. And then we have all of the offline commentaries I've done, you know, when the game was kind of new. And that was like 90 hours, 100 hours of offline recorded commentary. I believe it was. The number might be wrong, but it's somewhere around there. And finally, we're going to take a quick look at the stream elements statistics for the stream. And we have gained 46 subscribers. And as you can see on this graph here, all of them, or most of them, 24, were on my birthday on the stream. And I just can't thank you all enough for, you know, subscribing and gifting the subs. It was crazy. And I'm so grateful. And then it's been a couple of subscribers here and there. But yeah, the birthday stream was insane. Goddamn. And then Aceback, my dear friend who we've talked about before, he donated $180. Or you can see it right here below me. $176. He used the name Quop, which is an inside joke. And that money will go towards the new PC, specifically the RAM. And then I believe the rest of them are from multiple people, but also Windblown, another dear viewer of mine and friend. He donated like $50. I think we can see that here, right? Yeah, it was on the birthday stream. And then here is Aceback. So 2 tips, totaling $239. Thank you extremely much for that. And every single cent will go towards the new PC, which will in turn enhance the streams. That's my goal. Like, all of the income I get from, you know, my content will go towards improving the content in some way. And in total we had 10 raids. And raids is when a streamer is ending their stream and they're sending all of their viewers to another channel. Kind of like, yeah, raiding the other channel. And we had a total of 10 this month. Yeah, a little bit here and there. For a total of 83 viewers. So that is a great way to introduce people to each other's streams. So I try to do my best to raid other channels as well when I'm done streaming. And also we had a total of 1,370 bits. And that's like Twitch's own currency. I don't know the exact number, but that's like, I don't even dare to guess, but it's like a $20 maybe? I don't know. I honestly don't know. Alright, that about wraps up our review of November. And as you can see here on the main channel where this video is uploaded, it's been quite inactive. I focused a lot on my Twitch streams as of late, so not many edited videos for the main channel as of late. I'm gonna try my best to make more videos. I do have a ton of ideas. Most of them are music related. I've been thinking a long time of making some more top 10 videos. I'm also gonna try to do a top 23, like music soundtracks or video games, updating my previous one, which was the top 20 games as of the year 2020. So now we're gonna do the top 23 games as of the year 2023. So that's a project I'm gonna start working on pretty soon, I believe. And also throw in video game music soundtracks as well. I also have you know, a bunch of projects that's been shelved. The biggest one would be the Splatoon Splatfest picks, which was the original idea. You know, the complete timeline video, which got a lot of attention from me. Once again, I'm super grateful for that. All of the people who watched that video and subscribed because of it. But the original idea was to do a Splatfest overview, all of the themes and my personal picks of them. But then it just evolved into a complete timeline video. It's like, okay, that happened. And then I was going to continue and do that original idea and go through all of the themes. But for some reason, I haven't felt the motivation. I think I got a little bit burnt out making this video. I spent many hours on it, intensive hours on it, and I'm super proud of the video, but it kind of burnt me out. So I'm gonna try to return to make more Splatoon videos soon, when I genuinely feel like it. I want to. I just need to find that spark in me. I also want to make more guitar covers because I know a bunch of Splatoon songs on guitar, so I'd like to record them and have them as these videos. But I'm pretty happy with the incoming. That one turned out beautifully. And they seem to be quite popular, you know, in comparison. It has 2.1 thousand views and others has like around 100 or 30. Still, thank you all very much for following this YouTube channel. It means a lot to me. Hope you are enjoying the videos. Yeah, please check out the Undertale retrospective. That one meant a lot to me because it's Undertale. I mean, what's not to love about Undertale? So if you haven't seen the Undertale video yet, please do check it out. And of course, if you haven't already, please go ahead and follow the Twitch page right here. This is where I stream regularly 6 times a week. And we play through all different kinds of games. You can follow the channel, you can get notifications when I go live. But it's usually 6 p.m. Central European time, which is right now, honestly. I'm about to start today's stream pretty damn soon. So you can read more info about the streams here. There's a bunch of info. But yeah, go ahead and follow. And if you really want to support all of the content I do, whether it's on Twitch or on YouTube, subscribing on Twitch is probably the best way to do so, because you will get ad-free viewing, you get a bunch of cool emotes, and you are supporting the channel directly. And also, if you have Amazon Prime, you can link that to your Twitch account and you can subscribe for free. And that is also a great way to support the channel. So you can read more about that information here. I know it sounds a little bit like a sellout part of the video right now, but yeah, believe me, it does mean a lot. And this is where I focus most of my energy, is on the Twitch streams. So hopefully I will see you there soon. I would like to thank you again so much for watching and supporting the channel, and I will see you at the end of this year for another monthly review video. So yeah, take care, and I'll see you later.